Look. Oh,
Go ahead.
we're recording. I was like, how do I look?
Oh, I thought you were saying hello.
Oh, I was doing like a Vogue. All right. That's just dates me. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly team meeting. It is, I don't even know, July 16th. Yeah, I think that's right. But anyway, we're here to talk about onboarding with your new distributor or client or customer, whatever you want to refer them as, whatever. So anyway, a new enrollee in Young Living. And Dana and Anthony did a marvelous job last week. And if you haven't caught it, catch it. It's awesome. It has like a little checklist to go through and some other great things that you're able to get. And I am super excited about getting the stuff that they have. Why? Because we want a systematic approach. So when I first got started, and I think one of the biggest things to remember is when you get someone started, if you're old, quote unquote old in the business, or if you're new in the business, this is one way to just adopt, and some tips and tricks we'll be sharing this evening. But if you're old in the business, I think you need to always, always, always remember what it was like when you first got started. For me, I am a registered nurse. I'm a busy mama. I have a husband that's in master's school right now. So we are a very, very busy family. And I got put into like, I don't even know how many Facebooks, but I got put into a lot of Facebook groups, and I got the kit, had no clue what to do with it. And I always had the opportunity to text or call the person that enrolled me, which I cannot thank you enough, Marlene, for enrolling me and introducing me to this company and these oils. But it was a lot for me to take in. It was a lot. And why? Because I was never taught how to be well. In nursing school, we are taught how to treat a condition or a symptom of an ailment. We are never taught how to maintain and keep a body well. Okay, so it was a lot for me to learn because I want to learn it the right way. I want to do what's best for our family. And so just through the years, and I have been in this business since 2015, I believe. So about 4 years. And I've just learned a couple things that were helpful, not just to me, but to expose to other people. So one of the best things that Dana and Anthony said last week, and I'm just going to reiterate it, and I'm telling you guys, you should check out that other video. It was awesome. To just listen and find out what works for them, right? So if they're a texter, we got texting campaigns. If they're a reader, we got lots of reading stuff. If they are a DIYer, so do-it-yourselfer, we got lots of stuff with that too. And I think one of the best things that I can always remember is when I was going through sponsoring a lot of people last year, I had to slow down to speed up. And what that means is like I had to get my material ready. I had to get all this stuff ready, and I just had to slow down, take a little breath, so then that way I could speed up. How did I slow down? And this is where enrolling and onboarding happen. I got these little bags. Doo, doo, doo. I don't even know where I got them. I'll be honest. I have no clue. But we'll figure out what's inside of these. There are a couple things that I put inside of them. These are the 3 things that I put inside of them. And I'm going to kind of go over each one, okay? There is some from Vital 180. There is some from Life Science Publishing, and there's some other things too. My favorite one that we have in, I'm going to leave for last. So the first one that I put in there is Fearless. I don't know, is this backwards? Is it backwards, y'all? No, okay. I hate when I do this and like I go back and watch it and it's backwards. But anyway, it's Fearless, Confidence with Essential Oils in 2 hours. And this is a great little book. It kind of goes over being confident using essential oils, right? So this is like a nice little read. You can go through it in exactly 2 hours. And I'm kind of a slow reader, just give you a tip. And I did it in like 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, and it's really good. I mean, it kind of goes over some, even in the back here, what do you do with lemon? What do you do with peppermint? What do you do with digest? It's a great little read. Not only just that, but they're like a buck a piece. So sometimes when I'm actually not just onboarding, but when I'm prospecting some people, they want more information, I give them this book. It's a buck. It's well invested. And not only just that, and it's not talking about investing about your business and investing in them as a person, right? So you want them to learn how to take care of themselves better. This is a great little book. You can get this at oilabilityteam.com. It's actually by the author Sarah Harness. She did some great stuff, and this is a great tool that she has used, that she has made available to us. I actually put this in the bag. Okay, next one. Oh, I have two of them. That's not it. All right, so Simply Sharing. This is an older one, I believe. No, I don't think so. Okay, so this is through our team, Vital 180. Yes, you are part of a team that's much bigger than us. Every week, we're meeting, but there are, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people on the Vital 180 team. And if you don't know yet, go ahead and talk to the person that enrolled you, or somebody on the team. You can go to vital180.com, put in your independent business owner or a member number from Young Living, and the member number actual, and not the member number, the Young Living password. It takes a couple days for you to get approved, but once you're in, you're going to love the material there. And I'll kind of go over some more of that in a little bit, but I just kind of wanted to show you what's in the bag first. So this is Simple Sharing. Simple Sharing is awesome. Why? Because it kind of takes you step by step. They even have like those QR codes, those little things that you can scan, and it kind of goes into more about seed to seal, peppermint, lemon, and they have some great graphics too. When I'm actually at vendor events, so I love vendor events. I love vendor events. Okay, enough singing. Anyway, so I love doing them. I bring this book out all the time. Why? Because it gives me a great graphic that I can talk to people about. Oh yeah, that lemon that you're smelling, yeah, 15 ml has 75 lemons in it. So the one that you're holding right there is like what, 27 lemons? Something like that. Anyway, so anyway, it's great little graphics. It's a great little book. You can use this, and not only just that, but then when people are talking to them, I'm like, so how'd you get introduced? And they can actually take this Simple Sharing and share it with other people, right? And what you're trying to do is you're trying to give them the tools that they need in order to succeed. And whether it's succeeding in building a business, whether it's succeeding in getting your products for free, whether it's succeeding in just using these oils and being healthier, right here. Anyway, all right. So in this too, we have one more, and this one's mine, so I kind of tabbed it out, but this is Fast and Easy Recipes. I love this book. Why? Because people are like, well, what do I do with digest? What do I do with peppermint? Well, here's peppermint right here. And it kind of gives them like a little recipe. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, it has like peppermint tea, energizing roll-on. So this is great for the people that like to do it yourself. And not only just that, but it kind of gives you a glimpse of what to do. When I'm talking to people too, I tell them, I said, hey, when you get enrolled with me, I'll give you all this stuff. That way we can get you started the way that it needs to be. Well, if you look at thieves, I mean, it gives you like, I don't know, 6 recipes for thieves alone. And at the beginning of it, it says common uses, supports the immune system, supports healthy lung function, excellent for oral hygiene. So it kind of just goes over this, and then it gives them like immune system support, and it has a little roll-on recipe that they can use. A shoe freshening spray, which I use all the time, and it smells delicious. And it has like 10 drops of thieves, 8 drops of purification, 8 drops of lemon, water, and a 2-ounce glass spray bottle. Most of the time I have some of this stuff on me too. Whenever I go to meet with them again, like, hey, did you get that stuff? Are you needing help? Whatever. So there you go. And also in here, I include a little welcome letter. A little welcome letter. This was actually completely plagiarized by the person that sponsored me, Marlene, and also the essential oil book list. It kind of gives them a reference to it. Why? Because when I'm talking to people, I don't know what they like, right? So when they're buying kits and getting sponsored at a vendor event, I want to set them up as much as possible. So by investing, one of these little bags is probably about $4. So investing $4 and helping them get started right, you betcha I'm going to do it. Because I want them to learn and explore about these oils and how to take care of themselves better. One of the best things that I actually have here, I actually have like a quick tips little thing. It's a little printout. I don't even know where I got these, to be honest with you. And then another one, I think this is not oil ability, but it'll come to me. But begin your wellness journey. It's a quick little printout. You can find these at the Lavender, the blog through Young Living. They have great little printouts that you can have there. I mean, you could just kind of take a screenshot if you're familiar with working with the computer and just put it on a Word doc. That's what I did. And just kind of print it off. Why? Because I want them to have the ability to say, oh, lavender. Diffuse for a comforting and calming scent. Add a few drops to the nighttime bath. Oh, I can add it to my bath? Well, yes, you can. And of course, I always give them the ability to contact me, right? So that's what I have in my little bag. This is what I kind of give somebody when they get sponsored or when they get enrolled at a vendor event, or when I enroll them otherwise, when I'm doing a one-on-one or I'm doing something via social media or a class or whatever, I grab these little baggies and it has all of them right in there. And not only just that, but when I'm getting them sponsored, yeah, I'm going through this stuff with them. It's going to be quick. It's going to be easy depending on what's their comfort level. I mean, I'll sit down and I'll have a large conversation, or if they want to keep it short and sweet, keep it short and sweet. Now, that's how I do that. But here's the whole onboarding process. If you remember when you first got sponsored, it was a whole new world. At least it was for me, right? So I give them all this stuff, but are they really going to read it? Well, I don't know. Did I read everything that my sponsor gave me? Nope, not at all. Not one lick. But this is what she did do. She followed up with me about a week later and was like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, good, how's it going with you? And she just carried on a conversation outside of oils, right? And that's what it is. It's building the relationships, right? So you're just going to carry on conversations. And it was so funny. I actually have somebody I hadn't talked to in a long time. And I said, hey, how's it going? I've been thinking about you. She goes, every time I help somebody with an oil, I think about you. Thank you. That's what she came back with me. And I'm like, oh, I was just saying, hey, how you doing? I wasn't going to be the crazy oil lady, although I've been known to be. But so you just got to meet them where they're at. And one of the biggest things that I've done too, again, the slow down to speed up. So if you're on Vital 180, it is amazing. The tools that they have that are totally free are awesome. So I do invest in my business. It's a, I don't know, $10, maybe $6, I don't know, $6 or $10 thing. It's called Project Broadcast. It's a texting service. And no. Oh, anyway. She's saying, yeah, I saw head shaking. I don't know. So anyway, it's a texting service. And that was very helpful to me because like many people, we're all busy, right? We're all busy, but we're all trying to learn and do what's best. And so when somebody gets started, I actually put them on a texting campaign. It runs for 30 days. Nope, it doesn't. Just kidding. It's 28. But I actually just use the Vital 180 textables. What it is one text every single day. And that day is like first day is lemon. And I kind of put in my own story, but now they have Vital 180 has it all covered, all taken care of. Like I would be like, here's a textable about lemon, and this is how I use it, right? But they have it all taken care of now. You literally just have to download the text and send it. So in the beginning, I actually did Verizon app, and you can schedule your text that way. And that was working-ish. Okay, so wait, let's go back even further. Before I even knew about that, I was sitting there texting everyone every single day. So I sponsored 5 people in 1 month. So I'm literally texting them 5 different people every day. And that doesn't just stem from like, here's the textable, it stems into a conversation most of the time. So you just got to, yeah. And that got a little cumbersome. So that was 1 month. The next month I sponsored 12 people, and try imagining doing 12 people individually trying to send them these things. It was a mess. And so that's when I said, okay, there's something out there. I know I've been hearing about this project broadcast. I have no clue how to use it, and it's pretty user friendly. But so what it does is it actually sends a text to people for you, and you just set it up. So again, that whole slowing down to speed up. If you're going to be bringing in a lot of people, or if you want a systematic approach, the best way to do it is to set up a system, right? And so the system that I've been using is you give them a little bag, $4 worth, right? I have about 25 of these packed and ready for my next vendor event, which is in June. Oh, wait, no, July, before I leave. All right, anyway, leaving for convention. And here's the next thing. And then I put them on the texting campaign, and I reach out to them. And here's the biggest thing that I learned when it comes to helping somebody learn about these oils and learn how to be healthy. You always, I call it bam fam. I want a bam fam. And then like, anyway, it's book a meeting from a meeting, right? So if you're talking to them, if you're texting them, whatever it is, I don't care if you're like, oh yeah, let me bring you a rollerball next time we get together. Oh, when do you want to get together? Oh, you're busy this week? Okay, how about next week? You always book a meeting from a meeting. You do not leave that conversation, or you do not leave that person until you book another meeting. Guess what I have up my sleeve for the next meeting? Doo-doo-doo, or the app. So on my texting campaign, I always talk about them doing their own research. There's lots of stuff online, and there's lots of good stuff. This is through Life Science Publishing. It's a great, great book. It has every single, and I'm not going to open it because it's for somebody else, but it has every oil in there, how to use it, what's its best use for, how to apply it, but they also have an app, right? So it just depends on what kind of mama or what kind of man or what kind of person you are talking to. But I find that this is good for people that like a lot of information, and I find an app better for people that just want to get to the point. So I actually bring them this and be like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to meet with you in the next couple of weeks. How's it going? Good. Well, I got something for you. So I go through and I sit down with them, and I'll go through this with them, or I'll gift them an app. And you can do that multiple different ways, but I'll usually gift them an app or this. One of the two. Why? Because they need to do their own research. You have to help them. It's kind of like when you're, I don't know if you've ever had a kid, it's kind of like they're crawling and you're trying to help them to walk, and then pretty soon they're going to be running on their own, right? So my first person, this is a great example. Not my first, but one of the many people. I gave her this, and she's like, oh, that's very nice, thank you. She digested all that. She's just one that likes to read a lot. And I said, oh, well, after your kit comes in, give me a call and we'll set up something. She never called me, but I reached out to her, right? Because I knew her kit was going to be there in like 2 weeks. So I reached out to her and said, hey, I have another something for you. She's like, great. So I reached out to her and got her this. And she's like, oh, thank you. And I said, oh yeah, so why don't we get together again and just kind of talk? I'd love to get to know you a little bit more, and just moved into that. But it always stems around what's healthy, what's best for them. And we have events, we have classes, we have lots of things to plug people into. And here's the biggest thing. I think when it comes to onboarding the person, you want to give them the best opportunity to learn and grow with these oils and with their health. And the best way to do that is getting them around the team. There's lots and lots of educational available. There's lots of Facebook available. But when it comes, but if I remember me, it was just way too much. I was like really overwhelmed. So you kind of have to guide them through that. Again, it's kind of like taking a kid that's crawling and you're taking their little hands and you're helping them walk. Okay. So ask them like, oh yeah, did you enjoy that book? Well, I never really got to the book. Really? Okay. Would you like an app instead? Yeah, I think that'd be great. Okay, gift them an app. Or hey, we have a great Facebook group that has lots of classes, lots of information. You can ask everything. Is that something that you'd want to be a part of? I don't even have a Facebook account. You don't want to be a part of it then because it's not going to be effective, right? Well, okay. Well, we're having a meeting next month at so-and-so's house where we're going to go over skincare, or we're going to go over healthy gut. We're going to go over whatever it is. Get them around people. And here's the reason being, I actually got some of my friends that are now part of my team around going to events. They loved going to these events just to learn more. We have these great events in Michigan by Shannon Hudson. She actually does them in Florida as well. Great education and just great speakers. And you know what? Eventually, they ended up like, I'd really like to get started in this. Like, I'd really like to do this. Great, come on board. So actually she's now on my team, and she's passionate about sharing what she learned as well, right? And that's what we're doing. We're just passionate about what we are learning, and we just want to give it to everyone that wants to hear it or doesn't want to hear it, whatever way. I mean, literally, because that's one thing that it's not just about the oils, it's about the whole lifestyle, right? I really enjoy the fact that you got to learn about your body and what exactly you need to do to keep it healthy. And that's what we're doing. We're just trying to set them up to be the best and healthiest person that they can be, right? So that's my onboarding process. It's not very lengthy, but that's what we do. And I think the best thing that I could ever say is that you can never give enough information, and you can never invite them enough. I think that is the key when it comes to onboarding. And you can never reach out enough, right? If somebody says don't reach out anymore, don't reach out to them, but don't stop. Like if they don't reply, I tell you what, there's been plenty of times I thought I texted somebody back, and I didn't. Like I forgot to hit send. Do you ever do that? Like I can see some hands raising and stuff. Oh yeah, that hello. I was like, oh, I never texted you back. I'm sorry. And it's like my dad. Sometimes I forget to text my dad back. Anyway, whatever. So yeah. So don't stop communicating with them. Just because they're not responding, or they're just busy just like you too. And I think anybody who wants a successful onboarding process, it might be different every single time you do something. But like I said, the last week, Dana and Anthony did a fantastic job of the onboarding. And I think that's a great way. I'm really excited to kind of dive into it with the whole checklist and everything. So number one, let me give you 3, meaning it might be more. I don't know. Number one, get on Vital80.com. Why? There's a boatload of resources there. The textables that I talked about, and they also have classes there. Number 2, if you're not plugged in with a community, what I mean by community, it could be virtually or somebody that's in your state or in your county, or for me, in my house. I got my husband. He's on my team. So anyway, get plugged in with somebody that knows more if you want to learn more, which you should, because the stuff is amazing. Completely game changer in my life. And number 3, if you don't have a process yet, ask the person that sponsored you, right? Like I could tell you in the beginning, I didn't have a process at all. Not at all. And here's the thing, you don't need a process in order to get somebody interested in the oils. You don't. I had no clue what I was doing when I first started. I didn't have an onboarding process. I didn't have these fancy dancy little bags. I had nothing. I was just like, hey, come to this class. It's awesome. Okay, great. Isn't that cool? And they were just amazing. These oils do amazing things. And next thing I know, I don't know. I think my first class I sponsored like 4 people, but I didn't have any clue. No clue. So if you are, don't let it hold. Don't let what my I think my husband told me this today. Progress, not perfection. Right? You don't have to have a perfect onboarding process in order to get somebody started in oils. You just have to be available, be yourself, share them. That's it. All right. That's all I got. So I think we're going to go over the classes or what's going on. Okay, great. Yes. So if anybody is interested in anything that we're doing out in the Heartland area, you can go to essentiallywellrn.com and what's her name? Yep, it'll come to me. Marlene. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Has all of our events posted up there, but it's the first Friday of every month. We're going to be in Heartland, and other times we take it to somebody's home. So there's usually 2 events out in Heartland area, Heartland, Howell, Brighton area that you are more than welcome to plug into. Like I said, the first one is the first Friday of the month. We're at Big B in Heartland, and that is through this year. So we're there.
Cool. So I will update with the ones that we have going. So the next one is going to be an online Facebook. I believe Tashina is doing that one. It's Summer Fun, Stay Well, and Keep Toxic Free. That's going to be Tuesday, June 18th at 8:30 p.m. And again, that's on Facebook. Also, I have Saturday, June 22nd. There's an Empower in Cleveland. So I know we have some upline that's going to be there. So if you are in driving distance and want to check that out, then I have.
So wait, time out. Whoop, beep, beep. So I got my ticket for Empowered in Lansing. I have no clue what this thing is for. What is Empowered? Do you know what the event is? So, somebody told me that it's really good and I should go to it. I said, okay, I'll go.
Which is so funny because I don't have my ticket for the Empower for Lansing, but I have it for the rally in Lansing because for me, my brain was like, oh, all of that just seems too far away.
Right. Oh, right. When's the rally?
That's August.
I'm just thinking function, or convention. That's all I got my mind set on right now.
Yeah. But so the Empower events, it's where basically they're bringing like tons of people from corporate and
okay.
all about like uniting in education. So they like, I think one of the Empowers that I watched, they had somebody that was really going in on the like seed to seal process. And they had like demos of like different soils and like the science behind it and, you know, like more extensive stuff. So it's almost like bringing convention to different areas on a small.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because I guess they were saying like, you know, a lot of people don't necessarily get to convention, but they want to build this little momentum in some cities. So, and I know like they have like different contests and stuff. Because they were talking about like a little water bottle that you can get for attending and all this other stuff that's just special to the Empower event.
Nice.
Yeah.
When's the Lansing one? I signed up for it. I should know. Oh my gosh. I think it's in like September?
I feel like it's September.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got that. Okay.
So yeah, so then next I have Tashina's doing the Summer Fun class in Spanish on Tuesday the 25th. That's a Facebook as well, 8:30 p.m. And then Sunday, July 7th at 3:30, that's going to be our Savvy Spa party. So that will be at her clubhouse in Bloomfield Hills. And then after that, I just we'll be in convention from July 17th to the 20th. So Can't wait for that. It's gonna be
Neither
awesome.
can I. I'm so excited.
Hi, Kitty.
It's my Valor kitty. I bring out Valor, that cat will come running from anywhere.
That's so
Right?
cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got then. Anything else, Faye? He's here, but not here.
No, I'm here for those who can partially see me. I kind of messed up my back working on the car today, so I'm just resting my back.
Raindrop. You need a raindrop.
I need a raindrop. I need my pan away. I need all the things.
Mm-hmm.
Sulfurzyme.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, Agiles.
BLM. So, okay. So just a heads up. The next, so just a reminder that, let me try to sit up slightly. I am continuing with the financial wellness course that I am doing that is free of charge for Young Living members. For non-members, it is $10, but that is right here on this Zoom ID. And the next one will be Monday the 24th at 7 o'clock. So for those who have been following, it's been really, really good education for people who want to learn how to understand finances and also why some of the tools that you have, especially within Young Living, can turn into more tools for you to take control of your finances. So I do want to take the moment to promote that. That's going to be next Monday, the 24th at 7 o'clock. And then we'll have the final part in that series is going to be Monday, July 8th at 7 o'clock as well. So for those who would like to join us, that's the next two that we'll be doing.
Yay!
Yay!
So I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Karen. You did a phenomenal job as always. And for everybody catching this on the replay and Karen as well, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.